Hey guys, John V from PhoneArena. Right now I'm taking a quick first look between the Sharp AQUOS Crystal and Samsung Galaxy S5. So we know what the specs are. There's more of a mid-range phone, whereas the Galaxy S5, of course, a premier smartphone. Let's just jump in and talk about their designs. First of all, the S5 is, in comparison, pretty bland when it comes to design. It's very predictable just because it utilizes some of the same design characteristics we've seen already in previous Galaxy S phones. But the Sharp AQUOS Crystal is definitely something unique. It utilizes a very hardline design, a little bit more angular, boxy, as you could say. You can see how it doesn't have as many rounded corners as the Galaxy S5. Choice of materials are going to be nearly identical, plastic, and strangely enough, they have like this dimpled pattern to them. They both have it, like almost like a matte, soft touch finish to it. So they have a nice, clean finish. We do appreciate that the Sharp AQUOS has more of a refined brush metallic accent around the sides, whereas the Galaxy S5 has more of a chrome-like look to it. But even though we feel as though the Sharp AQUOS Crystal is more stylish and fashionable, it really jumps out. It's worth noting that the Galaxy S5 is water resistant. That's something that its rival here can't say. The other thing here that stands out is just that edgeless display with the Sharp AQUOS Crystal. You can see how there's barely any bezel on the top and sides of the phone. It's just pretty much gone, non-existent whatsoever. Very minuscule. In comparison, if we put the Galaxy S5 very close to it, you could see at top right there how much more space there is on the Galaxy S5. And even on the sides, you get a little bit more spacing too. But the crazy part is just the screen sizes here. So what you have is a 5-inch display on the Sharp AQUOS Crystal. So that is, pretty flagship-like. Galaxy S5 has a slightly larger 5.1-inch one, but look at this. When you put them side by side, you can see how, it's the Sharp AQUOS Crystal is still narrower and shorter than the Galaxy S5, despite having pretty much the same screen sizes. Now, details, it's going to go to the Galaxy S5 display just because it's 1080p versus 720p, but honestly, when we look at them from a normal viewing distance, your eyes aren't really going to notice the big difference between the two. They're both quite effective at various things. It's worth noting too, with the Galaxy S5, you're going to get a lot more features. So you're going to have that fingerprint sensor, you're going to have the heart rate sensor. It's pretty bare bones with the Sharp AQUOS Crystal. Cameras, 16 megapixel camera, pretty beefy in size with the Galaxy S5 versus 8, so it's half that. And the software experiences totally different. TouchWiz versus most of the stock Android. Some people will appreciate the stock experience. Some will like the immense amount of features that you get with the TouchWiz experience. And as far as processing power, the Galaxy S5 being a flagship device benefits more by having the beefier processor. Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 chipset versus the Snapdragon 400 with the Sharp AQUOS Crystal. But looking at two, they pretty much exhibit the same amount of responsiveness with just basic tasks. But probably kind of guess that when it comes to gaming, you're going to get better performance out of the Galaxy S5. The Snapdragon 400 isn't equipped to handle the latest and greatest 3D games out there. Pricing, 3-2-year contract with Sprint. You're going to go with the Sharp AQUOS Crystal. $200 for the Samsung Galaxy S5, but of course the Galaxy S5 it goes on sale every now and then. You might buy it cheaper elsewhere, so it depends on where you can get it. But if you're looking for something that's very different, different from the Galaxy S5s out there, Sharp AQUOS seems like a pretty good option for you, as long as you're willing to sacrifice some of those added features and of course the lower specs. So that's a quick look between the Sharp AQUOS Crystal and the Samsung Galaxy S5. If you want to learn more about them, you can check out our website, PhoneArena.com. John V. Thanks for watching.